Welcome to the Real Retirees of New Jersey, powered by Liberty Financial Group and Artemis Wealth Advisors. Randy and Peggy Fisher want to help you retire once and retire right. Get more information at therealretireesofnewjersey.com. They never throw the first punch, but they're always a knockout.
Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for downloading. But most importantly, thanks for listening. This is the Real Retirees of New Jersey podcast with Peggy and Randy Fisher. It's all powered by Liberty Financial Group and Artemis Wealth Advisors. You can get more when you visit therealretireesofnewjersey.com. You can find that and all the information here in the show notes. My name is Mark Owens. Now, let's get to the show. All right, let's get to it. I know you're chomping at the bit to talk about this one. The big, beautiful bill. There are pros, there are cons. I honestly don't think anybody has read it through, so we're kind of learning more every single day. So give me that 10,000-foot view. Let's start about what you like about this bill, especially for adults near and in retirement and retirement savers.
Well, I like that it's done.
Yeah, me too, right? We're finally done talking about it. And you know what? They did it by what I find amazing is Trump gave a deadline. Well, yeah, but he gave a deadline of July 4th. Yep. And I thought in my head, really, truly, I was like, oh, I don't know if that's going to happen. He did it.
The Republicans are morons.
Yeah, but he did it. I was like, so great that I couldn't believe that, the Congress and Senate put it through and got it done.
Like Mark said, there's a lot of stuff in there, and there's some good stuff. There's bad stuff. There's undisclosed stuff. I mean, there's things that people really don't understand yet. So, I mean, there's a lot to this thing. We will be uncovering it throughout our entire workshops.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting.
And obviously, we're probably even going to be covering it through September and probably even October. That's how big this bill is and what it can actually do for you. But number one, it makes the 2017 Jobs and Tax Act cuts permanent.
Right.
So people don't have to...
Because they were about to expire.
Correct.
Yeah, right.
So we don't have to worry about the tax scenario, what they called sunsetting, basically going to revert back to 2017. Right. Because contrary to popular belief and all the morons that are on TV and the radios, they're basically telling you that everybody in the world is, going to have adverse tax effects if it stayed in effect, which is absolutely asinine.
Yep.
Because every single solitary bracket, no matter if you were in a 0% tax bracket, which basically still stayed zero, or you were in the absolute upper class tax bracket of 39 point something percent, every bracket got a break. Right? Now, if you make a lot of money and you get a break, then you save what? A lot of money. Yeah. Right? It's only logical. That's called math. Right? If you don't make a lot of money and you don't pay a lot of taxes and you got a little bit of a break, what are you going to save? A little bit.
Right? I know. But that's what does make sense. That's what I love with the when you go on the news. Oh my God, the low class.
The low class, they didn't get anything.
They're not going to get anything. Guess what? They're not paying the taxes now. Correct. It's the higher earners who are paying higher taxes. And they never say those words ever, which drives me absolutely insane.
So now, listen, the 22%, the 24%, 32% tax brackets, they're finally permanent for the moment. So, I mean, listen, in the future, ladies and gentlemen, there will be changes. And you have to understand, sooner or later, the cows are going to come home, or the chickens come home to roost, or whatever words you want to use. The fact of the matter is, at $37 trillion worth of debt, and we've just added a few more bucks to it at this bottom line over the next 5 years or 10 years, we need to start really looking at that and reducing it, because if not, taxes are eventually going to go up. Yeah. There's no doubt about it. Taxes right now are on sale.
You say that all the time.
They're on sale. And if you're not talking about Roth conversions and how to reduce your income from a taxable to a tax-free or more tax-efficient manner, then you're missing the boat.
Yeah.
Because the bottom line, in the future, Uncle Sam's going to need to grab more of your money from your accounts. And when people say, well, I'm going to be okay, I got $2, $3, $4, $5 million in retirement, that's wonderful. But you know who has the other half of that money? Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
Because half of that money, or actually all of that money, it's never been taxed before.
Right.
So every time you take a dollar bill out of that account, it depends on what the tax bracket is that you're in, what the tax level is at that moment. You could be paying Uncle Sam more money in the future than what you can be doing right now. So if you converting over to Roth right now is probably one of the most beneficial strategies
that you could do,
do over the next few years before they even change that rule in effect again.
Right.
Because once they start to figure out that they're going to be losing billions or even trillions of dollars in tax revenue over the next 10 years from Roth conversions, that number is going to change drastically.
Yeah. Oh, the good, so we were saying, what are the good things? There's also good tax relief for seniors, right? that bill was introducing a $6,000 deduction for taxpayers age 65 and older, which is nice, potentially reducing their tax liability on Social Security benefits. And it says that this deduction will phase out for individuals with incomes above $75,000 and couples with incomes above $150,000. But you know what? That's definitely going to be helpful, right?
Well, everybody's talking about this tax-free Social Security. It's
right, not tax-free.
It's bullcrap.
Exactly.
So that's not
It's
right.
just reducing some of the tax burden.
What it is an additional, you still have to pay attention to the provisional income tax formula. So ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what I'm talking about and I'm talking Greek to you,
you need
give
to
us
come
a
to
call.
come to the workshop.
Come to the workshop.
Come to the workshop. We're going to go over this in
the provisional
extensive.
income tax formula is absolutely critical to understand on how Social Security is taxed in the United States. And don't make this mistake thinking that Social Security, number one, is going to go away. Or number two, it's not taxed. It will potentially change. We talk about that in our workshops as well. But the taxation strategies right now with regard to Social Security, provisional income, and here's a new word that, if you're embarking on age 65 or so.
Give us the word, Rand.
IRMA, which has to do with what? Medicare.
Oh,
everybody wants to actually have Medicare at 65, right? And you have to pay a premium, but do you want to pay a penalty? So depending on the amount of income in which you have to actually make sure that your income stays below a certain adjustment so you're not penalized and pay more premiums for Medicare. Do you know how to do that? If you don't know how to do that,
call us.
You need to get with a financial planner, not a stock jockey, not an insurance salesman, a financial planner that understands income and understands how the tax strategies work with conjunction to your income plan to make sure that you're maximizing your ability to keep dollars in your pocket instead of giving it away.
As we always say here, what do we say? Income is the outcome that definitely matters the most.
We say a lot of crap.
Yes, we do.
I couldn't even remember where you were going with that one. Because I'm like, I was looking at the sheet. I'm trying to find, we got 50,000 sayings in this place.
Yeah, but that one always just rings true. Income is the outcome that matters the most.
I like that
in
one.
retirement, always,
That's
always.
Good.
You like that one, Rand?
I love it.
Good.
Yeah, so let's go over some of the other Randyisms. Your portfolio, never as bad as you think, but may not be good as you hope.
Yep,
Randy
that's
talks
true.
about the
Hope's
5
not
Ps.
a strategy.
Prior planning prevents poor performance.
Yes.
We help you design strategies to help you evolve with the economy. And what did you say? Hope is not a strategy?
Hope's not a
Hope
strategy.
is not the strategy.
Hold on, let me write that down real quick.
We added a new one?
We got a new one to the Randy-isms. We got our book
List is
going.
getting longer.
All right, so people
but being
are
serious about this. Let's just. Let me
do this. Let me real quick, Randy. Let's just give out that number again, real quick. Tell us, Peggy, how to reach out to you, Randy, and the team. We can get involved with this seminar, talk deeper about this big, beautiful bill. What's that number?
So that number is 866-304-3656. And again, if you want to listen to all about the big, beautiful bill, we are going to go over this very extensively in our workshops, which are up and coming Tuesday, August 12th, Wednesday, August 13th, both at 6:30 p.m. And that's going to be at Spain 92 in Raritan. We do have additional workshops at the end of August, which will be Tuesday, August 19th and Wednesday, August 20th, both at 6:30. And that's going to be at the Clinton House in Clinton. Again, please give us a call at 866-304-3656 because reservations will fill up pretty quickly once they see that this big, beautiful bill is going to be the talk. Because a lot of people, as we say, there's so many myths about this bill out there, and we are going to extensively go over how it's going to impact you in the state of New Jersey.
How about
here.
SALT?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
State and local taxes.
Yes.
Right? I mean,
I thought you meant like that's part of the dinner seminar, too.
Yeah.
Right, if you want to put salt on whatever they have, go at it.
Right.
But, salt is another thing, right?
Yep.
It's the state and local tax deductions that's out there. That's a big deal because now people are going to now have to do some calculations with regard to taxation planning.
Yes.
Are you going to itemize? Or are you going to take the standard deduction?
Right.
Now, if you're over age 65, the standard deduction right now with all the catch up and everything else that they actually have on this thing, it's almost between, and again, I have to read through everything at the moment, but I think I've calculated it up to about $41,000 of standard deduction with the extra little bonuses on there with Social Security, $6,000 per person over 65. That's massive. I mean, think about this. You could literally be in retirement and have up to between $65,000 and $70,000 worth of income tax-free.
I like
you don't
that.
have to pay a dollar.
That sounds good to me.
That's pretty damn good.
I like it.
So when everybody argues about this bill that it's, garbage and people are hurt and everything else, guess what? We've finally taken care of the seniors and all the retirees that are in this country that can finally live in retirement a little bit better.
Yeah.
Right? A little bit better.
And what they also don't discuss too when we talk about Medicare, Medicaid, oh my God, it's going away. That's not true.
It's going away for the illegals.
It's going away for illegals and for people who do not put into our system, people who do not belong here. That's what, and we're talking about fraud. We talk about fraud all the time, right? That's what they're trying to cut is the fraud out. Guess what? You know what? If you don't have a job, then guess what? I don't think you're going to get benefits. If you can't work at least part-time hours and you can't prove that, then that is going to be taken away from you. But you know what?
It's not taken away for people who need it.
Exactly.
Right? It's not taken away for people who are disabled or have some issues or whatever it may be.
When we talk fraud, we talk about people who are, frauding the system.
And who should it be for? Americans
who have,
bottom line.
Americans who have put into the system for their
for the money.
Yes,
in line here? I mean, listen,
the people
I don't mind
who've been
helping
paying
people,
into systems.
It's ridiculous.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous.
Yes.
I mean, help ourselves first, and then we can help everybody else.
Yeah, but again, like I said, the news will say, "Oh, all Americans, this is taking
away."
When
the airplane's going down, you put on your own oxygen mask first, right?
Yes, exactly.
So same story.
Oh, good, Rand.
You like that one?
You're not going to give me that oxygen mask. You're not going to help me out.
In fact, I'm going to keep yours.
He's going to cut your wire. Oh, I'm sorry.
Here, breathe into this baggie.
Are you hearing from people? I know the big, beautiful bill just passed a week and a half ago or whatever. But are you hearing from people already, the families you serve, all right, what are we doing here? What's going on? How am I going to be affected? Or because you build the plans, are people feeling pretty confident that they're just curious about what you think and not worried about their plan?
Every day we do, every day, I should say not every day, but well, actually almost every day. Yeah. We do reviews for clients, but they're basically 3-month reviews. So they actually happen almost every day. Mm-hmm. But during those periods, a lot of people are asking, what are the implications of the bill?
Yeah, how is this helping?
How is it going to help me?
Right, exactly.
So what we do is we basically, we give them some pointers about how it's actually going to affect their current scenario. So if they're working right now, that's going to affect them one way. If they're not working right now and they're retired, we show how the bill actually affects them to that regard.
Right.
People leading into retirement over the next few months, we have a bunch of people that are heading into retirement over the next year and a half. The strategies that are going to be adopted over the next couple weeks or so to take advantage of the big, beautiful bill, we're really going to be incorporating those into those plans for people who are within a 18-month to 2-year window of retirement on either side of retirement, right? So there's about a 4-year window there. And anybody who's under age 73 right now, again, I keep going back to this, but Roth conversion, it doesn't matter how old that matters how old you are because you want to be under 73 to do it. But it matters how much money you actually want in retirement that's going to be tax-free later.
Exactly.
Right? Do you want to live tax-free or do you want to live taxable?
I want to live tax-free, Randy.
Well, tax-free, you basically, what you have is what you got, right?
Yep.
So, I mean, if I take $1 out and I use $1, the whole dollar is worth it, right? It's not $1 minus whatever Uncle Sam gets. And in the future, remember, it could potentially be that Uncle Sam's going to take more than what they're taking today.
Yeah.
So take advantage of these things.
So talk to me again about a Roth conversion. Are you only talking to the 55, 60, 65-year-old, or if somebody's in their 45, 50-year-olds, is that somebody that could be or should take the advantage of a Roth conversion?
Not only Roth conversion, but Roth, right?
Yeah.
So if let's say you're just starting out, first thing I would do is basically we would look through the benefit package and see what type of plans do they have through their benefits. Yeah. Do they have a 401k? Do they have a Roth option within the 401k?
Yeah. So no, it doesn't matter how old
it really doesn't.
How old you are. As Randy says, prior planning, that's what we're doing.
The earlier you start, the better you are. Right.
And that even goes with saving money too, putting away that money.
So younger crowd, if you're listening to us out there and you're a younger crowd and you actually, you're not making a ton of money out there and you're getting by, putting money away through a Roth contribution, you can put away some money and you're not phased out, right?
Exactly.
The people who are phased out make too much money and they're not able to put away money for Roth. So then we do something called backdoor Roth. We actually make a contribution to a traditional IRA and then we convert it immediately to a Roth IRA. So those people that actually make a ton of money out there or they're phased out within that category, they think that they're excluded from Roth. You're not excluded from Roth. Right. You can actually take advantage of that. Other people that want to put a lot more into potential Roth, look into your Roth 401k options within your benefit package. And you're able to actually allocate some of your contributions from your 401k or all of your contributions, if you'd like, to that allotment. And that money grows after tax. It goes in after tax. It grows tax deferred, meaning you don't pay taxes on it each year it grows. And when you take it out after a period of time over 59 and a half, it's all tax-free, which is absolutely outstanding.
And
so your contributions are always tax-free, but the growth on the money is tax-free later.
And we'd be happy to walk you through what matters the most for your unique situation. So give us a call. That's right, at 866-304-3656.
We are an independent financial services firm helping individuals create retirement strategies using a variety of financial and insurance products to custom suit their needs and objectives. Investment advisor services offered through Artemis Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Exposure to ideas and financial vehicles discussed should not be considered investment advice or recommendation to buy or sell any financial vehicle. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Investments can fluctuate and when redeemed may be worth more or less than when originally invested. Artemis Wealth Advisors is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency and does not provide legal or tax advice. Please consult with your attorney, accountant, and or tax advisor for advice concerning your particular circumstances. Annuity guarantees rely solely on the financial strength and claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. By contacting us, you may be provided with information about insurance and annuity products offered through Randolph A. Fisher, insurance license number 9616074, and Liberty Financial Group, LLC, and Peggy Fisher, national license number 189-42003 and 570-5833.